Yes, are we live?
We are
All
live.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ladies Around Table Live. It's Friday night, and you ain't got no job. However the fuck that line goes. Welcome. We are so happy to have you, Chris Tucker. I apologize. We have a fabulous show tonight. We have the lovely Paige Belmont with her hot red lips. I'm gonna
Hey
suck
guys.
those lips off your face, girl.
Ooh.
Look at that face. Look,
Melties.
if you look behind Paige, she has a fabulous V-Day present. Nice Vader right there. Just
I
hanging out.
wiped the red lipstick off of him because we were having a moment before we came live. That's why I was away
always
from my
wondered
keyboard
if,
all
you know,
day.
I wonder if Obi-Wan kind of nicked the tip when he did the whole saber nick of all his parts. You think he was lightsaber circumcised or no?
I mean, he was cut off below the knee, so
Okay,
unless
so he's good.
Yeah, unless he's really, really sporting something there.
I mean, they had twins. I mean, like in one pop. I'm just saying. That's power. That's potent stuff. But that could be the
It's
Force.
got all the midichlorians powering this.
Oh, God.
Come on. Come on, he probably just had to like force push them up there, you know? He's just like.
Oh my God! Having sex with Jedis is cool.
And it's like guaranteed pregnancy. Like you will find
guaranteed
the
baby
fallopian.
daddy problems.
Right.
We have the fabulous Miss Trivasa Carmen DeMint with us tonight. She is ill, so she's going to be kind of playing the mime. We have signs, right? Carmen, show off your sign. That's a heart. I'm talking about your legit. Yes. Look at that. That's badass. And we have Mr. Ian Agon, your name's fucked me up. He's here with us tonight. He's also being our producer, so he is double duty tonight, and he's being wonderful so far. And I'm not yelling at him yet, so I think we're making progress.
It's all good.
If I yell at you, Ryan will get jealous. So,
Oh, I see.
And fuck you, Ryan, for having a life. Yeah.
You mean for getting married?
Yeah,
How dare you get married?
To a wonderful woman and ignoring us, 'cause, fuck you. Anyway, and by that I mean it means I love you. So let's get right into some fun stuff tonight. Let's talk about Seth Green went on Larry King and had a moment where he showed his dismay for the casting of Ben Affleck, and one of the only reasons for Batman. I hadn't heard about this for weeks. Like, I was so happy. I hadn't heard someone bitch about Affleck B-Man for, like, 2 weeks. And it was beautiful. And now I feel like he's revved up the fucking engine again. I'm just like, ah!
Oh, yeah, he stirred the pot. Like, I woke up and my entire news feed of everything was...
I'm like, fuck, you ginger bastard! I said on Twitter, I said that Kevin Smith should sit on him and lay down some knowledge while he's sitting on him. About Batman. But I was a little irritated. I'm trying to be mad, but I'm like, come on, dude. It's happening, okay? It's happening. They don't announce casts so that we can vote on it. It's not American Idol, right? Shit's going down. And quite honestly, look, I grew up watching Ben Affleck, not only in flicks, because honestly I didn't see a lot of his flicks, unless they were Kevin Smith related. But I grew up watching him on Politically Incorrect. So, probably a little too young for Politically Incorrect at the time. It's Bill Maher, and it was a political show. And one of the things that, I love Ben Affleck as a person, because when he has a conviction or when he feels something is very unjustified, he gets really intense and really Batman-like and serious and, like, will lay down on somebody. Like, there's a lot of conservative women who are not a fan of him. Like, just to give you, and whether you agree with him or not, he has a presence. He has a good brooding presence. So for me, I have no doubt. I cannot wait to see it. I'm sure he's going to look fine as fuck. Hopefully he'll be rocking a nice bulge, because we know that's what I'm about.
Ooh, I sent you a bulge on Twitter.
You did! That
this
one was,
week.
Dude, that bulge, that was a surprise. Because that bulge had hooties.
Yes. It did. It had a nice hooties.
Yes. Also, I want to point out, considering the whole bulge thing, for some reason a lot of people thought I was making some kind of political gender statement with that. No, I was being a pervert and looking at bulges. That's what I do. So don't read too much into that. So I'm gonna let Paige take it away here. Affleck Batman.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
We kind of touched on it, and I mean, my opinion hasn't changed. Like, I'll wait and see. Like, the man gets paid millions of dollars to impersonate other people that he is not. So just because he hasn't played a character worthy of it now, and I know Ghost Rider is like the biggest argument people can make, but you know what? A lot of really great actors have made really shitty movies. Yeah, Daredevil. I'm so sorry.
I was beautiful Jennifer Garner wife on there in that crappy movie.
I think so.
Look,
I think so. I was thinking
can't do
Ghost
any
Rider
worse.
because I was
can't do any worse.
He can't do any worse than than you know than Daredevil. So he's only can go up from there. You know.
Yeah, Daredevil is the big point of argument, and then you know, speaking of terrible actors who have terrible roles that have had good actors. I mean, it's the name of the game. Like, you can only be as good as either the role is written, directed, produced. Like, it's not just him that's pulling the reins there, you know? And I think people need to lighten up. Yeah. If it sucks, it's not going to be solely his fault.
I mean, if you want to talk Batman, he can't be any worse than a Clooney Batman, okay?
Yeah, that is Batman McNipples. And, I mean, yeah. But of course, there wasn't the internet that was then that there is now. Could you imagine Batman McNipples in this day and age?
Oh, God.
It would have been a shitstorm. And if I see that, if I ever get a chance to touch that suit, how would you not want to go, you know, beep, you know, bat nips? Okay, so I mean, obviously this conversation is done to death, but I did just want to say that it'd be funny to see Kevin Smith sit on Seth Green.
I now have an irrational urge to want to milk Batman. We must milk the Batman.
Batman milk would be the bestest milk ever. And Carmen is
big and strong.
Or rich. Maybe it'll make you successful, or both.
Of course, we'll be seeing Ben Affleck with Kevin Smith pretty soon again, anyways. So
yeah,
since they're working on Clerks 3, so
Clerks. I'm so stoked. Ugh, so excited. Okay. Next topic. So speaking of articles that I've written where people kind of misread. So we've settled into Reddit, which has been a lovely place for us to be. Thank you, Redditors. We love you. So I wrote an article entitled 6 Things That Are More Detrimental to Geek/Nerd Culture Other Than the Big Bang Theory. And instead of reading the article, I had a bunch of people like message me on Twitter going like, you know, if you just watch the show, you would know it's a great show. And I'm like, dude, if you read my article, line number 2, I shit you not. Line number 2, I said, it is physically impossible for me to be mad at Jim Parsons because, to me, he's a delight. Yeah. I personally, yeah, so it's like, whether if you like, I even said, you can hate the show or not, but I don't find it detrimental to our life. But read past headlines, you dickwads, come on. Like, if you're watching Big Bang Theory, hasn't taught you anything to be a little bit thorough, you know, fuck life, so... I mean, have you seen this trend where people just comment on things?
Yeah, they read like the first like 4 words. They're like, that person said this. I must tell them that they're awful. And then like they don't they don't bother reading the other like 482 words in that
That's
article.
Too many words page. That's
I know. It's the TLDR of the internet. Like that's internet culture. You have to have it. It's BuzzFeed mentality. And yours was a list. Like it wasn't like it was a very like in-depth article. It was a list.
No,
it was a list.
It
was bulleted.
Like
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand that. Like I can
lazy internet culture.
That's
what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's terrifying, though. I was just like, fuck, man.
Especially coming from our standpoint as people who put content on the internet for others to read with their eyes. You know?
It's actually, yeah, the old thing. There's actually an article. I forget who did it. It was a man, and he put feminists need to shut the hell up or something, and he did that just to make people understand, you know, why reading headlines is stupid, because he goes on to explain, you know, I work in internet analytics and this is what they do. And, you know, obviously feminists shouldn't shut the hell up. Oh my God, women are awesome. But, you know, it was proving a very huge point because there was a ton of hate comments like, you're a fucking dick and you should have your balls chopped off and, you know, all this shit. And it was very illuminating. So, I'm not saying you have to like Big Bang Theory. I do. Again, I can't frown at Jim Parsons. It's a handicap of mine. So, but you don't have to like it. But we can all be cool about it, you know.
Yeah, I feel like, and it's not just, it's like anybody on the internet, if they find somebody who likes something that they don't like they feel like it's their duty to tell that other person, like, you like something that I think is awful. Why would you do that? Like,
yeah, why would you go against my way of life?
I don't understand it.
It's just frightening. I'm like, wait, oh man.
Did I ever tell you guys the story of how I was banned from a Facebook page, like maybe 2 weeks after I started Games Gadgets
You're
Girl?
a naughty girl.
I was banned from another gaming page, and I'll leave them out because I really don't have hard feelings. They just had a rogue admin who took it upon herself to just not like me, and then like put a post up. Like I had posted something, and I guess it like offended her about, you know, like the girls who like chew on controller cords and like show their boobs. Be like, oh my god, there's a Wiimote in my cleavage. You know, like I posted something about that, about how like that's not like what we're about, and like this other page, like a week later, like a week, it wasn't even the
that's
same
slow
day.
in internet time. That's an eternity.
I know. A week later, I see them post about like, oh, so this other thing, blah blah blah. This other page called me out and said that girls who show their boobs on gaming pages are stupid, which I never said. And
no,
like,
she's all saying this about herself, which is great, because I don't think you called anyone out by name.
No, I didn't, and I didn't call anybody out.
Unbeknownst because you're an adult.
Unbeknownst to me, apparently, because she went and checked the timestamp of my post and her post like 3 minutes before I posted it. She had posted a picture, like her admin name was Derpy, and she had posted.
It's not funny, but that's funny.
She had posted a picture of her like holding her hoodie up, and like there was just her boobs like in like a camisole, and she's like, "Is Derpy a boy? My boobs beg to differ." So her posting that, coinciding with me posting about girls who post their boobs for attention, like combined for her to post this nasty, horrible thing about me, and I commented, I was like, "That was me," and she's like, "Boom, banhammer slipped," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" And proceeds to go on about how I do nothing but steal other pages' content. I'm not a real gamer. And that I do the same thing about posting my boobs. I never post my boobs except that they're attached to me. It would be physically impossible for me to take a picture without them.
Yeah, they
like,
are attached.
I have to call attention to them because they're bigger than my head. Like it's not.
They're
it's
fantastic, by the way.
But it wasn't like I'm like taking a picture where you can't see my face and it's like a downward angle and you just see like boob meat, you know? It's like, hey, look, I'm wearing a shirt today that has no cleavage whatsoever. But so that's part of it.
Yeah, that's priceless.
Yeah.
We know Carmen gets in trouble all the time. Do you have a sign for us about what kind of trouble you get into, Carmen? No clue. She's lying. She does all sorts of shenanigans. Ian, are you showing your breasts
all over the place? I just can't.
Give me some links.
I can't have a stream without like going full boob.
I mean, it's a necessity in this day and age.
Yes, Carmen wants your breasts, Ian, all over. Boob nation. Okay, so let's get to a topic which I know Paige is going to have a lot of say-so on, and has been having my mind reeling. So Disney's talking about trimming the fat on a lot of the Star Wars expanded universe. Now, some of it, I think could go. I would like Thrawn to stay, and I would actually really like to see him on the big screen. And then make out with whoever plays him. But
anything written by Timothy Zahn needs to stay.
Yes, that's like the extent of my opinion. Because I mean, think about it. I know there's probably people out there who have read every single piece of Star Wars expanded universe, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that that's the norm, and I think that a lot of the more obscure stuff. I mean, like
this shit gets out of control.
Yeah, as much as I love Star Wars, like I can't even keep up. I keep up with the Zahn novels because they're my favorites. Like the Thrawn trilogy, like blew my ever-loving mind as a kid.
Yep. Those are the movies I wanted. I wanted Thrawn all day for the next 3 movies. I was like, let's do this.
Yes, let's do this. Because, first of all, he is a tactical genius. Like, Timothy Zahn needs to be in control of some freaking military somewhere because he thought of this crap.
Yeah, I mean, and there's huge breakdowns. Like, there's like whole like people just dedicated to Thrawn's like space tactics. I mean, he really goes in depth with just insane and just incredible to me. Because I'm a big, like, history military nerd. I'm just like, oh, look at all the stuff he did, you know, because we haven't really experimented with space battle yet, because we're still trying to, you know, have a NASA. So, so it's very, very fun.
You know, we can put swimsuit models in zero-G environments and take pictures of her, though. So.
Oh, yes. Man, that you could not escape. What's her name? Kate Upton. You cannot escape her hooties on the internet for a full 48 hours. Man, I feel like I know her.
I know. We're up close and personal.
I kind of want to see my hooties in zero gravity by myself, not public, but just I feel like
just what it would be like. I agree. I feel like it would be comical.
Yeah, and just kind of, I wonder what that feels like, because, I mean, you know, you and I are, you know, pretty busty, and I feel like it would be kind of liberating, because, I mean, I swim, and that's nice, but Z...
I feel like my shoulders would be like, oh my god, this is awesome!
I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I wonder for men if that'd be like, you know, if your scrotes in business are just kind of chilling out, not like... I'm just... Carmen says no clue.
We need to track down an astronaut and ask these very important questions.
We do need an astronaut. If anyone knows an astronaut or some, you know, let's find out about your jibs in business in space. Hashtag bulge in space. There we go. So then we all agree Thrawn stays. Anything's on should stay.
But sad.
Is there anything you could do without? I mean, obviously we'd all murder Jar Jar, but he's already kind of.
He's already put in it.
Well, the screwed up thing is, like, Jar Jar was actually supposed to be a cool character, and then, like, someone decided to totally rewrite him.
You guys, I'm sure you have seen the movie Fanboys, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
My favorite part is when Seth Rogen's character is like,
but
this is the best! Like this full back Jar Jar tattoo. Oh my god, that's gotta be one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
But sadly, I don't think Abrams is going to use anything useful that we love for Episode 7.
Well, I mean, they say that it's supposed to focus around the Skywalker kids, which makes sense. It tracks with Disney. But
yeah.
Disney did Tron 2, and I know a lot of people didn't like Tron 2. I thought it was a beautiful movie.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was a decent movie. It wasn't like...
It was worth it to see in the theater.
It was worth seeing it. But
just being like, But,
oh my god, Derez off that soundtrack.
Oh my god, dude! When that scene happened, I splooged off my seat. It was amazing.
I know. It was a great experience. I mean,
it was a great theater experience.
For a film as the original Tron.
I thought Olivia Wilde was cute as fuck.
Oh, I know. She gorgeous.
Was so fucking adorable. I couldn't even stand it. And she was weird. Like, Carmen's like, yes, she was totally tits in that movie. I loved her. That was a really interesting kind of play on it. I did not expect it to go that way with her character, with everything that happened. So I was like, holy crap. So yeah, I had a good time with that movie. Okay, so we gotta talk. You have one more thing? Yes?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Titanfall is like a BFD, and it is gorgeous. And it, you know, being an FPS person, I'm always looking for that, you know, that new twist. I remember, oh god, what was that game? I can't even think of it now.
You want to know?
Do you know what I'm talking about with the leashes and the kicking? What the fuck was that game?
Like Bulletstorm?
Bulletstorm, thank you.
Well,
okay.
you know what the hilarious irony of Titanfall is?
Yeah.
Titanfall is almost the same exact kind of gameplay that they put into the Shadowrun first-person shooter that everybody hated, but everybody loves Titanfall.
Oh yeah, it's weird,
It's a
right?
huge irony.
It is kind of ironic, but it is beautiful, and it is a great twist. It's very fluid. You know, it's just, and everyone was adoring the beta, so it's you know, and it is an actual twist on an FPS. It's not Bulletstorm.
Not really. It was done. Not really. It's been done already, except for like the parkour movement. Shogo. Yeah. Shogo did this.
It did, but I don't know. I feel like Titanfall. I feel like Titanfall has a nice. It's put together pretty damn well. Now there were some hiccups because Carmen gave me some notes here. You will not be able to pre-purchase or preload Titanfall on Xbox One. The Xbox.com page states that that was posted as an error. Let's see what else is important in this big thing. You'll still be able to preload Titanfall from Origin for PC. The pre-purchase offer page was posted in error. We apologize for any confusion. I assume that's what Microsoft said. So, yeah. All those things. And then when the beta went down, everyone was like, I want it back. And they're having withdrawal. And it's going to be quite... I'm very interested to see it all the way through. Paige has a kitty.
Yeah, I've been gone all day, and he was, like, freaking out, like, hitting me. This is Tenebrae.
Hello.
Tenebrae, you want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah, you're on the internets where kitties belong.
This is where you're from.
Yeah, you were born of the force of the internet. Because you're so... Look at him, he has, like, a little shirt. Like,
he's a little tuxedo cat.
That's adorable. Hello. Oh, you're so prissy.
He didn't like that, I guess.
He did not like that.
He just like ran into the kitty door. He's just like, I'm not prissy.
He's like, you're a bitch and we're never meeting. So, wow, Carmen, you gave me a lot of notes. I'm going to read some stuff that's not on the Google Doc that's in my mind because I'm a really good host. But, so it says here, Thief will run at a native resolution of 900p on Xbox One. Square Enix has confirmed to GameSpot. The PlayStation 4 version will run on a native resolution of 1080p. Oh, let the trolling begin on that one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Not much trolling involved. Microsoft failed with the Xbox One, so, you know, there's not much trolling needed.
Well, it's, yeah. So that all happened. Honestly, I don't know. That's kind of DEFCON fuck for that one, but we'll see how it goes. Moving on. Hey Paige, what have you been playing, my dear?
Okay. I haven't been playing a ton because moving.
You're busy.
I'm busy. 1 week, I'll get my office. Everything, you'll hear me stop bitching about it, and it'll be glorious. But I did download, I was screwing around on Steam last night, and I downloaded Saturday Morning RPG. Has anybody seen this?
Yeah, I got that on my iPhone.
Carmen is clapping, seal style.
It's not terrible. It's not a terrible game. It's like a $5 game on there. And it's kind of retro inspired, kind of got like an 8-bit graphic feel. It is heavily inspired by the 80s. And by heavily, I mean like your magical notebook is a trapper keeper.
What? Is your hair gonna get all crimped and shit? Like
it's given to you by a kid who is dressed like Lucas from The Wizard, and he is named The Wizard.
Wow.
I have some screenshots I'm going to share because I'm going to throw something up on my blog about it hopefully this weekend. Because there's like Star Wars references in it, and it was like oh my god, it's my childhood nerdgasm.
Oh my god.
That's really all it takes to get me to look at something. It's like
good
this
to know.
is from the 80s.
It's amazing how much like
the 80s. We should be friends.
We should be friends. Headbands and candy for everybody. Pop rocks all around. So yeah. Man, dude. Just thinking, I was thinking about the 80s and how much like candy was a huge fucking thing. Like there was candy that could fucking kill you in the 80s. What the fuck? Like just the dyes alone. Like, could you imagine if like 80s, like if we like rolled out 80s candy today, like the news would tell you that it was gonna make your head explode.
Oh my god, you couldn't sell it in California because like everything is known to cause cancer in California. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, and maybe it's because I worked in a lot of like auto parts retails, but like everything we got in, like not just like car parts, but like garage bar stools and seat covers, like everything had a label on it. It was like, this product contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause some types of cancer. And I'm like, what?
Jesus.
Like 80% of our stock at Pep Boys. I was like, I had never seen this label before like 2005.
Well, yeah. So everything is poisonous. It's like a game. Speaking of like real life games, my favorite game right now in Chicago is avoid getting your axles fucked up on your car by potholes. It's a terrible
oh my god,
game.
come to Philly. It's the same way. 95 is just a pothole. Like,
I wish someone would just make like a quick, like Adult Swim should make that game real quick for their games. Like avoid the pothole or your car explodes or whatever. Like I almost want to like hit people instead of hit these fucking potholes. Like these things are fucking brutal.
That's definitely not any better. Not any better here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's pothole hell.
It's fucking like it's so yeah. That's the new real life game. Tell us your scores, guys. Tweet us.
I almost lost tonight on my way home. Like I drive an SUV. I drive a Nissan Murano. I'm like coming down, and Philly must have pissed some god off because we have had the worst weather. We had like 20 inches of snow last week. We had ice storms, the polar vortex. Now we have 20 inches of snow on the ground, and then we just got like torrential downpours and like thunder and lightning today. We were under a tornado warning.
Oh, that's right. You guys got those.
Yeah, we were under tornado warnings. I was coming home. I hit a freaking sinkhole, and like my car felt like it went like this. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm going to hell. Like I'm pretty sure I found the portal.
This is the end, movie style.
It's like by the battlefield over here. And it was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny, but like I hit it and I'm like, shit, did I blow my tire out? And because I'm looking and like right past the pothole was somebody changing their tire, and I'm like,
oh,
I know they got hit by it. I was like, oh my god, please don't let it be me. And it wasn't. It was funny.
Dude, I have an Aveo, which I call Sub-Zero because he's blue.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much an upgraded go-kart.
Yeah.
So, and I get these paddle, and it's like a real-life game with a real-life cost. Fuck Xbox points. That shit really costs fucking money. I fucked up my strut, and I was just like, fuck my life. So it was
I just put $1,000 worth of suspension work into the car, so I was just like, no.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking brutal. So that's fun. Real life games, created by real life Mother Nature being a catch you next Tuesday. So I am playing surprise Call of Duty because I'm still on my Dust 514 diet until it's 70 outside, which I'm still keeping up. I do poke around the Dust and the Eve forums to see how it's going, and there's still a lot of similar complaints. So. I am keeping up with it. I did have fun writing stuff about war deck responses in EVE Online. If you haven't seen it, I went a little nuts on that bullshit. Hopefully we get Paige back. Here comes Paige. So I have been playing Call of Duty, and now that I'm getting better to a point where I can get like the 5 kill streak, I get the little guard puppy with me, which is pretty cool because he mauls people and he's all roided out and has Kevlar, and that's very nice. I named him Biscuit. And he's very cool. Naturally, he looks like everyone else's dog, but for some reason, Biscuit is special. Like, when I lose Biscuit, like, someone kills him, I'm so pissed. And like, I will fucking avenge Biscuit. But then if I see somebody else's dog, I will stab that dog without even looking twice. Even though it looks just like Biscuit, because Biscuit looks like everyone's fucking dogs. I didn't do the wolf things. It's not worth $2 to me. And I just feel like there's something fucking wrong with me, and PETA, I'm amazed, has not had a shit fit yet, but then again, the whole...
I'm sure they probably have. They just haven't gotten the marketing.
Well, that whole Mario Tanuki suit was pretty priceless. Like, PETA and the nerds collided on the internets, and that was, like, really fun social chaos. So, that's all I've been doing. What about you, Ian?
What have I been doing? Let's see. Played a lot of EverQuest Next Landmark.
Yeah.
Hitting this new little arena combat game loadout, which is pretty hilariously gruesome. You like blow up and like you'll get like half your body will blow up and your legs will still be running across the arena.
Okay, that's pretty boss.
Or like, somebody will like, blow your head off, and as you die, you like give them the finger.
I like all of these things. I should diversify my portfolio.
And just got the beta for a new MOBA called Strife. Haven't had a chance to play it yet.
How is that? I've only heard whispers.
I don't know. I just got it in, so I'm going to try it out tonight. So, you just got a closed beta key. So, and supposedly we can stream the beta, so I'll probably end up streaming it probably tomorrow or tonight. So.
Yay! Oh, speaking of Titanfall, quick update. Derek Wilkinson is one of our favorite freelancers. I will have an in-depth review of the beta from him up tomorrow. He's really great and thorough, so if you really want to know everything that's going on, keep an eye out for that tomorrow. Derek Wilkinson, I'll have it up. It'll be fabulous. Okay,
Yeah.
so
And
what
then
were
March, March is gonna kill me. That's all I know. Freaking Dark Souls 2 and South Park.
Nice. That's a
God.
good combo.
That's a,
I'm down with all of that.
that's a lot of crazy gaming.
That is, man. You're so much better at diversifying than I am. I'm boring. I'm sorry, viewers. I am boring. Luckily, we have all these other people who are awesome and doing all the things.
That's why we have more than one of us.
Hey, so what are we reading? I know Carmen is reading cough medicine labels. She's actually, to her own admission, she's a little stoned right now. We're lucky she's not naked. So,
Is it really lucky though?
No,
I think
actually,
the
I'm kind of
converse
depressed.
would be lucky.
Yeah. What you reading, Ian?
What am I reading? Let's see. What have I been reading lately? Started reading the Malazan books again, and rereading all of my Destroyer novels again. So that's pretty much what I've been up in lately.
Could you sound more enthusiastic about it?
I got so much stuff to do. It's like I get to read a book, and then I got so many games to play. My backlog is ridiculous. It's I mean, I'm like playing I'm like EverQuest. I'm trying to I finally got Kuni popped into my PlayStation to try and beat that. I'm just all over the place right now. And I get to throw a book in occasionally when I'm going to bed.
So okay, Paige, what about you?
So for Valentine's Day, Ian and I decided we were going to go to a convention near us, but for us to get in the door, it was going to be $100. We were just going to go for the day because we have a lot of moving expenses. We were just going to go for the day, and we really just wanted to go to the vendor room. So to spend $100 just to get in there, we're going to take that $100 and go buy a bunch of nerdy shit for ourselves. So we went to one of my favorite stores, which has a lot of used media, used games, retro games, classic games, used manga. So I picked up this one, which I've not seen this series yet. It's called Gamers Heaven. I was a little turned off because they spelled gamers with a Z, and that's just I know. But if you read the back, it says video game obsessed Kayuto Suzuki advances to the next level when he mysteriously receives a copy of Gamers Heaven. He loads the game, and it transports him into it. So it's like Sword Art Online, but not Sword Art Online because it's a little bit different. So started reading that. Pretty excited by that because I'm a big dork.
Yay!
I really enjoy, before I ever saw Tron, which was not very long after I saw this first movie, there used to be a series on called Amazing Stories, I think it was, or...
Oh, God, that brings back memories.
Yeah, well, there was an installment of it. I think it was Amazing Stories. There was an installment of it, and they had an episode that had Emilio Estevez playing this character, and he was playing this game. He's addicted to this arcade, this one particular arcade. The episode opens up, and he's listening to some pretty bitchin' 80s music with his Walkman. He's got the fucking acid wash jeans on and the high tops, and he's like this, and he's going to the arcade, and he's playing, he's shoving in the quarters, and he plays it open to close, and he gets transported into the game, and it's called Bishop of Battle. And that was my favorite thing to watch aside from Star Wars when I was a kid. I would watch Star Wars incessantly and Bishop of Battle incessantly. So all these storylines that take place of people being transported into games is kind of my dream.
Okay, we gotta make this happen.
I would love to fire up Tales of Zillia and all of a sudden be there. I'm yes!
That'd be so fun. Oh, Carmen agrees, yes.
Ian and I go for hikes a lot, and when we do, we're always are you ready to battle some monsters? We're total nerds. We're oh, we're on a quest, we're adventuring. Yeah.
That's fucking adorable. Oh, God. That's just cute as pie.
I'm glad he has headphones on. He doesn't hear me saying
God, I wonder what game I'd want to be transported into. I feel I don't think my FPSs, I wouldn't be down for Halo 8 or Call of Duty, because honestly, I'm fucking lazy. You want me to do what? I'm in the desert. What? No. I might do Devil May Cry and hang out in Dante's office and eat pizza and have strawberry sundaes. I might do that shit. Maybe we'll make out. You never know. Not the young one, though. He looks ridiculous. And he stole my friend Tony's haircut, and I'm not happy about that. The young emo one, I don't know if it's a mess. Anyway, moving on. I was reading... I've been reading... I'm still reading Welcome Back, Frank. I finally got through it. And speaking of PETA being pissed off, I got to the part where he's running through the zoo, and if you play any of the Punisher games, you know he always has like weird shit going on with animals and fucking people up. Like there's usually a piranha tank or something. Well, this round, I guess, he lands in the polar bear, exhibit or whatever, and there's two fuckers chasing him. And the polar bear is kind of like meh to him, like he's just being a polar bear. He's like, oh, you're cute and adorable, I need you ferocious and psychotic. So he punches the polar bear in the nose, and then runs, like, leading the polar bear to these other assholes to get mauled by a polar bear while Frank just goes away. And I thought that was the most hysterical. I was laughing. I was in tears just reading this book, just like, this is the most ignorant fucking non-PC thing ever.
Like a punch an endangered species in the face.
He punched that fucker in the nose, like, have a bitch. Like, I need you pissed. And then he just bolts. Like, what? Man, Frank Castle has huevos. Like, that takes nuts. So that's what I finally finished that up, and it is a great fucking book. I give props to Nuclear Comics out in OC for giving me a recommendation on that one. I was embarrassed I hadn't read it yet, so now I'm all finished, and I feel more legit. Oh my god, Carmen, are you ready to talk about some things that'll pretty much just give you a pussy boner? Hold on, I just gotta grab her. Yes! Okay, so Vikings. Oh god, I love this fucking show. Vikings premieres February 27th. Who's ready for Ragnar again? Carmen is like so ready. Shaking her hand.
Is she not the Cabbage Patch?
It's amazing that just all happened.
Oh my god, it's still going.
It's still going strong. Holy shit.
I was like, yeah. This is like flash dance, like at the end.
There's so much to love about that fucking show. Agatha, his wife, is badass. He's badass. He's like this cocky, really attractive. Vikings were not that good looking. I feel like that's the one hiccup. Like, they were gnarly. Like, they probably tasted like burnt feet. Like, I don't even want to imagine what Viking sex would be like.
I imagine it was probably a little sticky.
A little sticky, a little like Christina Aguilera sticky when she was in her dirty face, kind of sticky. Yeah, I'm just. That's like the first noise Carmen has made all night.
It would just stay.
But that actor, I forget his name, but he's gorgeous. I mean, he's a pretty person, and she's a pretty lead. I like the actress who plays Agatha. She's gorgeous. Like, you can tell she's one of those women that just wakes up pretty, and she's like killing motherfuckers. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm very excited. I think we're gonna live tweet it because then that way Carmen can do it because she can't, even if she still is unable to talk, she can still splooge off her chair watching Vikings because it's a pretty awesome show. So if you want to join us for that, we'll just follow all our tweets and shit and do all that stuff. So, and I'm sure everyone is holding their breath, obviously, for Game of Thrones, which it is February now, and Game of Thrones is April 6th, which is a far ways away. And I don't know why I'm saying this to disappoint all our viewers, but it's still a ways away and probably 2 snowstorms, blizzards, and an apocalypse away. For us who live in cold areas. It has been interesting. I feel like I've been living north of the wall, and then it was either Hoth or north of the wall. Yes. There's a mixture between those two. And it gets sucked all around, like, good gravy. And now it's melting, which is kind of cool to watch. It's like, winter, and it's very cool.
Oh
but So yeah, I'm obviously we're very excited. So now, has anyone here read the books?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay, you love them. Now, do you like watching the series, or?
It's definitely different, but I'm enjoying it. Even the things they change, I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Carmen says yes. I mean, I think the acting, the Castellana, Lena Headley, I think her name is, plays Cersei. She's always been a favorite of mine. Man, does she do pitch well.
It's all Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, he's a pretty big fucking deal. But it takes a lot to be a brother fucker. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
And to like pull it off and be like, what about it? Like, yeah, I do my brother. All my kids are gross. What's up? I'm gonna get drunk. I'm gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be rich. Suck it. And now I'm gonna be a fag hag if all things go according to plan. And she gets married to Loras. I'm sorry, the best scene in the last season was when Sansa thought she was getting married to him, and she says, "I like your pin," and he straight up goes, "It's a brooch." And I nearly lost my shit. Like, oh my god, no, you didn't. Carmen says yes. So, she's just so naive. It's kind of price. Like, it's a brooch. I wanted that shirt. Like, I need that shirt. Like, it's a brooch, you dumb, cute, redheaded dumbass. Like, it's so fucked. I love, though, they had the promo for, I guess, the season 3 DVD, and they were showing people's reactions to the Red Wedding. Yeah. And it was so...
Well,
people were freaking out. I was like, dude.
I'm just waiting to see how people react to the Joffrey's scene.
Yeah. He's kind of priceless. Yeah, as far as like Red Wedding, honestly, as far as, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but I kind of saw it coming for certain of those characters because they just fucked up too much. You know, like you make too many earnest dumbass mistakes. I feel like sometimes you just gotta go. But I am curious because I haven't read the books. I'm very curious about Littlefinger now because a certain somebody is kind of off the roster, and he was kind of obsessed with that certain somebody, and you know what the fuck is gonna happen with him now? I feel like he's gonna snap the fuck out.
Yeah.
You won't say anything, no, will you, Ian?
No. I just keep an eye on Joffrey because I think this is gonna be the season where what happens with him happens. So.
Oh my, indubitably. Any other TV programs we're excited about, Miss Page? You don't have time for anything.
I am so terrible. The only thing I've been watching lately is Supernatural, and that's because I can like turn it on while I'm packing and like passively follow it. You know, like it's one of those shows where like I can watch it and like just hear it and kind of fill in the blanks. But yeah, no, I'm not looking for. I don't have cable, so.
Okay.
That's my deal. That's why I don't watch a ton.
Well, that's just awful. We have to fix that. Because you need more ways to waste your time, obviously. So, I just watched the new Space Dandy. That was fun. I'm still obsessed with Space Dandy. Great pack of writers on that one. The fuck else have I been watching? That was awesome. That's animated, but I forget.
I watched a lot of anime. Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of anime. Well, I finally finished Devil's a Part-Timer, which I laughed the whole way through.
Oh, that one's so good!
It's so fucking good! Just the whole fucking way through. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much all the watching. So I guess we're done with all the things. Have you been watching anything, Ian?
See, the latest thing I watched, Log Horizon.
Oh. How'd that go?
Not too bad. I'm like a few episodes in. I'm enjoying it. It's kind of on the lines of Sword Arts Online, only a little bit different.
Carmen has been watching. She wants us to know. Carmen's watching Being Mary Jane. Carmen, can you give us a hand gesture or a facial expression for how you feel about being Mary Jane? Yes. She's all into it. Fabulous. Well, gee, Carmen, you should blog about it so that people know. No. She refuses because she has an authority problem. What the fuck else? Oh, Ian.
Yes.
Carmen wanted you to play a video of our CogX team, which is so awesome. Are you able to do it?
Yes, I will play the video. So check out this video, and we will be right back. All right. Well.
All right.
Hope you liked that video.
That was a rad fucking video. I love it.
That was a good video.
It's so pretty. And there's cogs and there's pretty things. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that. We'll have lots of cool stuff going on. We're so stoked about this. You can't even imagine. We have a team and they're badass.
Woo!
So yeah, I can't complain about that. Very, very excited. Carmen is communicating to me through the Google Doc. Oh my goodness. We has a contest going on. We know the Smite codes went over very well with you guys. And we has a new one, again, sponsored, done through Punch Tab. It's for Torchlight, Torchlight game codes. We have 5 copies to give away, so enter right there on our homepage right now. You can do it through Facebook, you can do it through email. And we will not send you dick pics or any of that shit. So unless you want them, and then we'll have Ian hop on that immediately. But until then, but otherwise, yeah, you'll just get to so yeah, Torchlight through Runzik Games, through Runnik Games. Sorry, losing my fucking speech. So yeah, this is gonna be a fabulous contest, and you guys have 2 days to enter. So tell your friends, tell everybody, try to win that shit because it's pretty boss. And Carmen is saying one more thing. Hold on, she's typing. This is so amazing. I feel like we're with Stephen Hawking right now. We'll be trying to do a giveaway probably once a week. What she's saying. Wouldn't it be great if we could auto-tune Carmen for the day? She has a thing. But this must make for great viewing. Watching me stare
Decipher,
at my screen, like, what do these things mean? She says, "Oh, but can we? Woohoo! Tilde T-I-L-D. Your head like a dog again. What? Oh,
tilt your head like a dog." I don't know what's better viewing, watching you try and decipher her messages or watching us try and decipher you trying to decipher them.
So this is going really well. Oh, also, Smite 100K launch. A seat to watch all tournament games. I'm assuming we will have that seat for you, I guess, via Twitch, most likely. Unless Carmen yells at me. Oh, wait, she's typing. I'm probably fucking this up. She says, fuck it, you screwed it up. Everyone hates you. No clue. Okay. Moving on. Box is the worst ever. Shout out from Carmen. This is to you, Rise Up people, Rise Up Gaming. Rise Up Multiple Scoliosis Research Institute fundraiser is from the 21st to the 23rd. It'll be on Rise Up Gaming's Twitch channel. We'll get you links, and I'm sure we'll be there in support. It's very, very effing cool. Props to Rise Up Gaming. They are friends of ours. They're what I like to call in the Purple Haze network of things that we do. So props to them. I'm going to go to Mr. Ian. Do you have any shout-outs?
No, that's it. That Rise Up was my shout-out for...
Oh.
So.
I ruined it. Do you want to flash them your moves?
No.
Okay. Miss Paige?
My moves are only for my stream, so...
I have no shout-outs this week, I don't believe. Do I?
Shout out to your Valentine. He's pretty boss.
Oh yeah, I guess shout out to my Valentine. He actually, we got the Darth Vader, and then I got this nice TARDIS pendant.
That's cute.
I'm a huge nerd. He got me a Darth Vader and Boba Fett shirt, which I don't have on. I have this one on instead.
Awesome.
Got lots of cool stuff. So that's my shout out to Ian. He puts up with my shit. I was throwing pennies at him a little while ago because I had a question for him. And he has headphones on.
Excellent marital communication.
He like takes his headphone off. He's like, "Did you just get up and poke me?" I'm like, "No, I threw a penny at you. Like, why would I walk the 7 feet over there?"
Oh, Carmen is typing more shoutouts. It says, be on the lookout for Casey and his wife with new radio show Beauty and the Geek coming soon to After Dark Radio. Casey is our comic book man with exquisite taste. Nice. You'll see him on his comic book hour. And as well as the Page Power Hour. Is this a workout thing? What is that?
No, you know what? When the name is kind of funny, and I'll give you guys some backstory because I don't think anybody knows where Page Power comes from. The way Paige and I met was through Twitter. She followed me, and then she's like, "Hey, Paige, I like your name." I'm like, "I like your name too, Paige." Hashtag Paige Power. And it just stuck. We would tweet Paige Power back and forth to each other because apparently we're egotistical maniacs.
It's powerful. No,
it is. It's great. It's a beautiful union. I'm also going to be seeing the lovely Page 6 March 21st because I'll be in New York City.
Oh my God, a double Page whammy.
Yeah, I'm going to a show that night. I'm going to try and film something with her earlier because I don't know what time I have to be at the venue because I'm meeting with people. But I'm going to have some page-on-page action going on there.
Oh, snap. You guys might create like a rift in time and space.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping.
I'm counting on it. I'm counting on it. Keep your eyes peeled for that event. We'll have to name that
Yes.
the Power Hour Portal. Whoa. Page Power Portal Hour. What? I'm just getting creative right here on the spot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show though, because Paige and I are ridiculous around each other. Poor Ian got stuck in the car with us for 45 minutes last time we were in New York City, and he was just like, "I need earplugs." Like,
probably sounds like really sped up Gilmore Girls dialogue. Like,
well, because like we get to see each other like once or twice. Like the last time was the first time we met each other in person, and it was just like typical girl level high ear piercing decibel like. That's how girls sound to me, by the way.
Yep. Get it all on camera.
Oh, we will.
Everything.
Well, I mean, well, if that's the case, I do have a pretty sweet apartment rented on Park Avenue.
Oh, shit.
Because it's the week after my birthday, so gonna live it up. So you guys will see some fun stuff. Yeah.
All East Coast with it. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, Ian. Carmen would like to know, like she doesn't, who is next week's guest?
Next week's guest is Anna Marsh.
Anna Marsh. Can you tell us a little bit about Miss Anna Marsh?
What can I say about it? Actually, no, I really can't. I didn't know any notes on here right now.
We are the biggest tool bag in live show history. Well, Anna, we're very excited to have you. And we'll be so prepared. And you're a peach if you still come on the show after watching this hot mess. So I just want to give a shout out. I found one more. Every time I think I have no more off-world shirts left, I has one more. Are you ready? Hold on. So this is very Farmville. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like I found your cow on my farm and I slaughtered it. And so it's a slaughtered cow. You can get this on Off-World right now. It's pretty fucking funny.
I like your shirt.
Yeah, it's a pretty rad shirt. I'm a carnivore, so I was all about it. And, you know, so as always, thanks to Barb for hooking me up with, I got to make another trip down to Sandwich. You guys should see what I call Santa's Workshop down there at Off-World Designs. It's pretty ridiculous. It's just towers and racks and racks and racks of nerd tees, and it'll just blow your mind. So
it's
thinking about heading down.
Like my heaven.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down to ye old Sandwich, Illinois, and we'll hang out with Barb and Ray, who are very effing cool. Made that really awesome Gen Con shirt this year, and or Dragon Con shirt, and we'll hang out with them. They're pretty fabulous. Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. Thank you, Ian, for letting us sexually harass you.
You know, that's what I'm here for.
Carmen, he's like, how could I complain?
I mean, you know, we're just wrong. Carmen, thank you for being here and being stoned and having signs. And thank you to Jordan for making her daughter, who made her signs. They're pretty freaking cute. And, of course, Paige and her lovely kitty, who is a manly man cat, not a priss.
Yes.
He's a manly man tuxedo.
You're saying this as he's cleaning his manly man parts. So. He's like, that's right.
He's like, yeah, I'm a man. Bitch. And then thanks to me for not completely botching this tonight. So we appreciate you all. There's a kitty. Oh, you look kind of grumpy.
He was asleep in my scoop bag.
He's pretty precious. And good night to you too, sir. And thank you for being a cat, because now our views will go up by like 20 billion views. Because cat. Oh, that is so fun. Let's just not end the show and just look at her cat.
Yeah.
Look at your kitty.
It keeps going, but
and going.
Has one of my earbuds wrapped around his leg.
Oh no!
It's choking me. But yeah,
I don't know. How you not be entertained? I has a kitty too, but he's kind of not really alive, but very
But he's a lion, so that's.
If I pet this thing for real, like it's a thing, like a living thing, my cats freak the fuck out. Like they get bushy-tailed and everything. I'll pet him and like scratch him, and they're like, "No, this is not a real thing." And they will like get in his face and like sniff him, and be like, "What the fuck are you?" So, all right. So I guess we're going to stop here with the cat tales. Thank you everybody for watching and viewing. We will see you next week with Anna Marsh. And thank you, Ian, for running all this. And if you just wrap this up for me, that'd be fabulous.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. And we will see you again next week. Until then, we're out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Meow. I wish you guys could see his back feet. They're like, oh, you can. I have a camera.
Like, I hate you guys. Oh man, that is awesome sauce.
I'm not even